Hello, my name is Omar Abasad at 6:38 p.m., April 16, 2020. So I'm going to give you an idea of the signals of my body right now. And this arm right here, is being tagged all day and all night. It has been tagged for days now. So it's very, very sore. And I'm going to download this and post the link at the bottom of this video. So let me just show you the one with the alarm. This is the tagging of the arm, and this is where you would get a needle, and it's every time it's hit, it feels like a needle goes into the flesh. So would you swear if that were happening to you? If somebody were constantly sticking a needle into your arm, as if you got a needle when you go to the doctor, would you swear? Right? So this is what it's all about. This is using directed energy weapons to incite anger. And you can't keep that anger inside of you, because if you do, you're going to get sick. You're going to get high blood pressure. You're going to get stress-related heart attacks. Of course, you're under stress here too, because you're in pain, and the pain causes stress. So see how high that power is, and the back is the same thing. The entire back is being hit. So see how high those numbers are, the EF numbers. It's pulsing through low to high. So the woman outside the window, whose name is, I believe, Penelope, because I've been updated that it was, I've been harassed. I've been told that the account is with Penelope. And Penelope is constantly carrying out conversations either with herself or with whoever, because it's right outside the window, like the loading dock next to it. And she's constantly talking, which is part of the harassment, the psychic driving. And she is constantly talking about what the cops have, what people in the past workplaces reported about me, who she's co-signed with, what the cops intend to do. It's absoluted that I am a prostitute, was a prostitute, going to be a prostitute, whatever the hell it is. Sorry, excuse me. But it's absoluted, whatever that is. Of course, I'm not. I'm being passed around. I'm common as a dog, and all sorts of garbage like this. It's an ongoing conversation. Maybe she's talking to herself. I don't know. Because she's paid to do it. Informants are paid to do this. It's called psychic driving, and it's part of the MK Ultra program that is part of the targeting to bring you down. So it's interesting that under COVID-19, now I'm not saying that COVID-19 is a conspiracy. I'm not saying whatever, but I'm just pointing out that whatever meaning, shouldn't say that. What I meant to say was, I am not stating that there is a conspiracy called COVID-19. I'm saying that there could be a conspiracy that caused COVID-19, and there could be a conspiracy using COVID-19 as a cover to do other things. And I just took my blood pressure, 113/74. So I'm going to take it one more time. So yeah, so these signals, they have different effects, different power, and as I was saying just now, the arm is being targeted exactly where you would get a needle, as it did just now. It goes, and just like a needle would go into your arm, that's exactly the same sensation, which is very painful and very aggravating, and will incite anger. Very easily done. A needle gotten from a doctor will not incite anger, but knowing that this technology is being used and to torture, basically, and knowing that the torturer is somewhere in the building, listening and looking at you and enjoying it. See there, right there, on and off, on and off. That was a pulse right there. That's another one, on and off. And knowing that this person is listening and looking at you in pain and enjoying it is very upsetting. On and off. There was another job. And I'll give you the temperature in a minute. That's another job. On and off. So let me give you the temperature. So 137/60. And my blood pressure has been fluctuating since yesterday, wildly. Since yesterday evening, wildly. I posted a video yesterday, 36.8. And right after that, while I was posting it, the power was turned up, 36.7. And it never eased up. I was pulsed constantly. And 36.6. And it never eased up. So my blood pressure is all over the place. My chest is hurting right now. And 36.6. So I don't have a fever. This is because these signals are all over the place. So I'll download these signals and I'll put it under the video in the comment section, so you can download it. See how high that number is? Those electrical numbers are, and that's this number right here. See how high that number is? And also the RF reading is going up 4 or 5. So those are the jobs. On and off, high and low. On and off, high and low. So I try to wear a sleeveless because I want you to see that I'm not, I don't have anything under my arm. $36.5. The other one, $36.5. $36.5. So that's because the power goes up and down. So it gets time to cool off, and then it will go back up. So if I were to take my temperature continuously, you'll probably see a difference. 37.1. There you go. An instant difference. 37.1 from 36.5. On the other side, 36.5. 36.5, 36.5, 36.6, all over the place. So I'm going to take the blood pressure again. And I'm in pain. And last night, my blood pressure went really low because there's a few factors that was working. I was being pulsed, and I think several people were logged in, 3 to 4 maybe. And because this is supposed to, and there is a pulse right there. This is supposed to trigger the trigger the heart to lower the heart rate. Sorry, I'm being pulsed here. This really hurts too. Yeah. So it's supposed to trigger the heart to lower the rate. And also, I had taken magnesium tablets, which is really a vasodilator. It, like alcohol, it increases it opens up the veins and the arteries. And I had aspirin as well, which is a blood thinner. So aspirins do drop your blood pressure. Magnesium does as well, and so does the ice. So all three combined probably dropped it. Plus, excuse me, I was also being pulsed. So as you saw just now, the pressure can go high immediately, and it could drop. So here, so that was 120/75, and the one before that was 137/60. And that's a pain response. A lot of that is a pain response. The heart rate went from 74 to 77, but the reading, the blood pressure reading itself went from 137/60 to 120/75. Because at 137/60, I was in a lot of pain. The lower number dropping and the higher number increasing, because the one before that was 113/74. And then it went to 137/60. Part of that is pain, and part of that is the effects of signals. Because if you have any sort of underlying condition with your heart, these signals can wreak havoc with your system, with the blood pressure, the heart rate, the swelling of your body cavity, just all sorts of other side effects, because your tissue retains fluid when it's swollen and inflamed. Your heart can be swollen and inflamed as well when you hit the area, that particular area, just like your pancreas, your kidney, your liver, your spleen. When these areas are targeted, when these organs are targeted, they could be enlarged because they're swollen, just like skin tissue and flesh underneath the skin can be, muscle tissue can be swollen and inflamed because of these technologies. So can your internal organs. So all kinds of side effects, right? Again, yeah, see that 300 plus there, 1,000 plus there, 2,000 plus there. That's how high the readings are. Maximum power. And that's the same for my entire body right now. And my back is actually quite painful, sore. The jaw is swollen. So if I were to take the temperature of the arm, 36.4, where I'm being pulsed, 36.3, 36.2, 36.1, and that's exactly where I'm being pulsed. 36.1, 36.1, 36.1. From 36.4 to 36.1. So when it's pulsed, it goes up in temperature. When it's off, it goes down. I'm going to take my blood pressure one more time. So my eyes are burning and sore. My eyes were hit very, very heavily last night. I got up with red eyes. I got up with a headache. My neck was hurting. So my arm is being pulsed like every few seconds. That's like a needle in the arm right there. And the power is also varied there too. On the back. So 114/76. So the pressure is up and down, up and down, up and down. So from 120/75, heart rate 77 to 114/76, heart rate 71. And again, I just showed you how high these numbers were, the electrical field. So I'm going to download these the data, and I'm good. As I said, I'm going to put it underneath this video. I just wanted to show. I'm doing it so often, and I do it during the day as well. I download the data because I just wanted to impress on people and show people how intense the torture is, how relentless the torture is. It's utterly relentless. There is no stop. When I post when I post and I'm reading a comment by a TADAYOSHIMOCHA, and it says, "The F are you doing? How is it caused?" Well, I think that you're gonna have to look at my other videos and do your own research. Google microwave harassment. So what was I saying? Yes, so I'm doing it so often during the day to show that the torture is relentless. The more I post and the more I show how cruel the whole thing is, the more the power is turned up. The comments outside the window goes hand in hand with the signals. Like I said, somebody called Penelope from one of the units. I'm not sure which one, really. And I am being harassed with the name. Penelope is, oh, and the name George is your master. George is looking at you. George was looking at you for years. This is a comment outside the window. So these people make the comment because they are the ones, I'm suspecting, judging from the comments, they are the ones who's logged in. They are the ones who are determining how often I'm hit, where I'm hit, and how high the power is turned up and how much pain to inflict. They are the managers. The names that are dropped outside my window is to imprint on me who my master is. And from the names that I heard, I had lots of masters in the workplace. I was passed around. So everybody took a turn. And the same person is asking, why are you being targeted? Again, because I'm exposing these technologies and the torture caused by them, and the remote trafficking that's part of the targeting. So it's going on 22 minutes, and I am not going to say anything more. I just wanted to show you how the blood pressure today is all over the place. So 110/73. So to 176, 114/76 to 110/73. So all over the place. So 643, it was 137/60. Then 120/75, 114/76, 110/73. And the heart rate and the blood pressure is dropping from 74, 77 to 77 to 71 to 68. And that's because the power is turned up. So it seems the pattern seems to go down and up and down and up. And when the power of the signals is really, really high for a long time, the pressure just drops. It just goes straight down. And if I don't shield, then I pass out. And I may have passed out without while I'm sleeping. Who knows? Although, maybe let me take that back. I'm not sure. Is it possible to pass out while you're sleeping and wake up? I don't know. I sometimes sleep with the camera on, and I'm breathing all the way. So, not sure. Inquiring minds, an inquiring mind want to know. So again, the needle in the arm, because somebody didn't like what I just said. So 118/81. So I'm going to take it one time and then I'll close off the video. It's been almost 25 minutes now, so that went by so fast. So the signals, notice that RF reading there? When the RF is high, that high, the pressure on the chest is increased. And there you had a pulse of 50 there. Was that 50? Yeah, 30. 25, 19, yeah, it did go up. And there's suddenly some knocking in the low window. It was quiet before. So maybe somebody is logged on. A new person is logged on. That's part of the experiment being carried out in the building. So one more time. So 116/79. So the male outside the window now is saying she has to get used to it. So in other words, you have to get used to being raped, because these signals, when as it is aimed at the arm, and that I just demonstrated, it's aimed at the eyes, it's at the mouth, between the legs. And while you're sleeping, they can image you to a pinpoint, to pinpoint the exact location. Like for men, for instance, they can aim these beams right up into the exact opening in the genitals. Exact, because they're imaging you with a millimeter wave camera that they can magnify and look at the openings of the body, the genitals, and the openings of the men genitals, front and back, and pinpoint that beam right into that particular spot, into the organ, and just annihilate the person's ability to have a normal relationship, sexual relationship. And it makes men much more vulnerable, because this type of technology is easy to use on external organs, right? The more exposed the organs are, the more vulnerable the person is. Did I say that right? I think I said it the other way around. The technology makes the person more vulnerable, the type of technology, because the more exposed the area is, the better you can focus in on it. So, okay, all right. So it's going on 29 minutes, so I'm going to stop there.